Hello guys, welcome back to Kosi's Arsenal podcast. My name is Kosi. How are you guys doing? It's another brand new announcement. Officially, Arsenal have confirmed they are out of the fucking Super League. I have no kind words for KROENKE. I have no kind words for this fucking league, but it's a piece of joy. I'm going to be reading you the official statement from Arsenal. They have confirmed that we are sorry because that's what they say, that we are sorry to our fans. We made a mistake. We are going back on our actions. We are sorry. We are out of it. So first and foremost, before we go into that into the video, before we go straight into the statement written by Arsenal, I would like to know, is it okay for you? Does it end here? Because we have a strike on Friday. Arsenal fans have a KROENKE out strike on Friday. Have you forgiven KROENKE at this point in time, or do you think it is still justifiable? In my case, it is justifiable that we go for KROENKE. Let us look at what Arsenal have written, because on their Twitter handle they have said it was a mistake and we are sorry to all the football fans and all the Arsenal fans. But that's not enough. We still wait to see what the Premier League, FIFA, UEFA are going to say about these actions of these football clubs. Fabrizio Romano has confirmed that Manchester United, Manchester City, Chelsea, Arsenal, Liverpool, and Tottenham, all the 6 Premier League clubs are pulling out of the fucking league. Okay, let's go and look at what has been written so far. So according to the Arsenal website, this has been written, and they are saying the last few days have shown us yet again the depth of feeling our supporters around the world have for this great club and the game we love. We needed no reminding of this, but the response from the supporters in recent days has given us further reflection and deep thought. It was never our intention to cause such distress. However, when the invitation to join the Super League came, while knowing there were no guarantees, we did not want to be left behind to ensure we protected Arsenal and its future. As a result of listening to you and the wider football community over recent days, we are withdrawing from the proposed Super League. We made a mistake and we apologize for it. We know it will take time to restore your faith in what we are trying to achieve here at Arsenal, but let us be clear that the decision to be part of the Super League was driven by our desire to protect Arsenal, the club you love, and to support the game you love through greater solidarity and financial stability. Get that noted, guys. Get that noted. We know it will take time to restore your faith in what we are trying to achieve here at Arsenal, but let us be clear that the decision to be part of the Super League was driven by our desire to protect Arsenal, the club you love, and to support the game you love through greater solidarity, which was not existing at the pump, because there was no solidarity there, and we're going to react to it, by the way, and financial stability. Let's first go through it. Stability is essential for the game to prosper, and we will continue to strive to bring the security the game needs to move forward. That's why we are saying KROENKE has to go. I'm reading, I'm not reacting so far. The system needs to be fixed. We must work together to find solutions which protect the future of the game and harness the extraordinary power football has to get us on the edge of our seats. Finally, we know it has been hugely unsettling at the end of what has been an incredibly difficult year for us all. Our aim is always to keep the right decisions for this great club, to protect it, to protect it for the future and to take us forward. We didn't make the right decision here, which we fully accept. We have had you, the Arsenal board. That is the official statement from Arsenal. They are saying they were kids at this point in time. We didn't know we had made a mistake that was going to ruin football first and foremost. So let us be very clear. If you make a mistake where Arsenal loses 100 million, it's okay. That is okay. But if you're making a mistake that is killing the history of Arsenal, that is killing the legacy of Arsenal, that's killing the heritage of Arsenal, that is killing the heritage of football, that is killing the key basics of football. Is that a mistake? A mistake without consultation for the greater good, a decision taken for the greater good without consultation. Are you really telling me that that is still a mistake? Let's listen, let's read and react. We need no reminding of this, but the response from supporters in recent days has given us time for further reflection and deep thought. We need no reminding of this. In the first place, if you know how much the game means to the fans and how much the fans mean to the game, and you're saying you need no reminding, there was no reason for going for such a thing without their consultation. Okay, we agree. The financial status of Arsenal is worrying. The financial status of Arsenal needs to be, worked upon. The financial status of Arsenal is a disgrace. The financial status of Arsenal is in a distress. Whom did you consult? The managers didn't know. The players didn't know. They're key stakeholders. So, because an owner is a very key. It's very key. At the helm of football, is very key as a stakeholder. But it doesn't end there. You have the coaches, you have the managers, you have the players, you have the fans. So they need reminding. They needed reminding, and they just got it on their table, and it's not ending there. They continue and say that it was never our intention to cause such distress. This is not true, because according to Sky, they had said that they knew that it's going to spark off a lot of opposition, and they were ready for it. So they knew the distress was going to be caused. And this is why I hate PR. It's all about lies. This is sieved this is water sieved from dust, and they're trying to sell the water separately from the dust. It's still water from the dust. And okay, however, when the invitation to join the Super League came in, while knowing there were no guarantees, we did not want to be left behind to ensure we protected the Arsenal and its future. All right? So they're trying, you know what I'm looking at Arsenal like, and we very well know, because, Perez has been working with KROENKE very closely on this league. What Arsenal are trying to do, and this is not a statement of remorse. It isn't. This is a statement of, I was not part of it. I was only a victim. So what they're trying to do is trying to victimize themselves in this, trying to tell us that, you know what, I was a victim. It was Perez, and they want to push everything to Perez, that he was the proprietor, the motivator, and the fucking starter, and the fucking person who did everything. You're not right. We know very well that KROENKE was central and key in the creation of this league. And that's why KROENKE is vice chairperson. So nobody's telling us this is a lie, that we were victims. We were not victims as a club. The victims are the fans, the victims are the players, the victims are the managers. KROENKE and the board are not victims. Because if they were victims, why did they resign from Eka? It's a big question. Why did they resign? Why did Vinay step down from Eka? Why did he resign from the European Club Association? Why did the players not know? Should have said, there is this thing called the Super League. We don't know much about it, but this is what they are saying. Guys, should we join? Should have been something like that if you're a victim. But you're not a victim, and you're trying to victimize yourself, trying to make, to buy the sympathy. And this is the problem. You want to buy everything because you feel you've got the money. So they're saying, as a result of listening to you, I don't think you listen to us. I think it's the pressure and the wider football community over recent days. We are withdrawing from the proposed Super League, from the signed Super League. You had signed it. There was a letter of intent signed, and that's why it's a legal team is working on how you guys get out, get out of this. It is not actually It's no longer proposed. It was happening in fucking August, as soon as 3 months away. So it was not proposed. You had gone for it. We made a mistake and we apologize for it. It wasn't a mistake. It wasn't a mistake. Okay, it was a mistake in a way that it shouldn't have ever happened, and it should never happen. In the life of football. It wasn't a mistake because it was clearly thought through. They knew the pros and the cons, and they decided they decided which wing are we? Are we on the side of the fans? Are we on the side? They knew. So nobody is gonna fucking lie to us that they didn't know. They knew, and we know they knew. So it's okay. The apologies are not taken. Apologies not taken. Thank you for coming out of it. We have not, taken your apologies. And they're saying we know it will take some time to restore your faith in what we're trying to achieve at Arsenal. That is not true. I think if Stan Kroenke leaves, then and Vinay leaves and Vinay resigns like Eddie Woodward has resigned, we shall believe in the club again. But let us be clear that the decision to be part of the Super League was driven by our desire to protect Arsenal. I mean, we needed more explanation, and this probably Vinay should come and explain. Probably Eddie should come and explain. Or Mikel Arteta. I don't want to put Arteta in this. I know he's been speaking to the board. I know but he is a broom. Someone is holding him to sweep. So I do not want to put Arteta in this. He has enough stress. Let us leave him out. So the fact that they're saying it was driven by their desire to protect Arsenal, I think they're looking at it in the financial way that, Arsenal was running bankrupt, blah, 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 probably. And I don't buy it. The club you love, of course we do love it. And to support the game you love, we love football and we fought for it through greater solidarity, which was not there. The first thing they shouldn't hide under is that they had the backing of the fans. Because they called fans that love the sport legacy fans. And they call the fans that they think in their heads would love to see, Americanized, football, future fans. So there is no greater solidarity there. It is actually detaching football from the roots. It's actually getting a tree. You cut the stem, the roots alone, the leaves are alone. I think you're saying you want solidarity because you look at the leaves. The leaves are literally, getting the sunlight and they're creating the food. So you want to take the leaves away, from the stem and the roots. That doesn't make sense. And they said financial stability, which we know was, of course, not financial stability of the club, financial stability of the of fucking KROENKE. Stability is essential for the game to prosper, and we will continue to strive to bring the security the game needs to move forward. The system needs to be fixed. We must work together to find solutions which protect the future of the game and harness the extraordinary power football has to get us on the edge of our seats. And these are just fucking PR statements because Fiorentino said people are no longer interested in football. Football is no longer interesting. People no longer watch football because his club is in the fucking La Liga, where there is no interesting football, where West Brom is not going to come and beat Chelsea 5-0. He says football is not, interesting. Because if he was in the Premier League, he would not utter such statements. He knows. We drew 1-0 to Fulham. We have just drawn 1-0 to Fulham, and we had our eyes glued to the screen until the 96th minute when we had an equalizer. So these are just PR statements. I'm not buying them. So finally, we know this has been hugely unsettling at the end of what has been an incredibly difficult year. And that is what we've been asking. That is what we've been asking, that how dare you bring this at this moment in time? People have lost loved ones. People have been, sewed together by the passion in football. People have been finding hope in football. And then you want to take away something, the only thing fans have, the only thing people are remaining with. It's ridiculous. It should not happen again. Kroenke out, guys. Kroenke out. We don't need to see this nuisance and his nonsense and Arsenal. I'm not saying it's a good video, but please help me smash a like on the video, subscribe to the channel as well, because I hope this is the end of the fucking European League. And let us now fight Kroenke. If we can get Kroenke out, guys, if we can get Kroenke out, I'm telling you, Arsenal is going to be a very different club come next season. My name is Kosi. Sign out for now, and I'll be back early in the morning when we talk about more of the transfer news. Kroenke out update, because the fans are preparing a big protest on Friday. Shall talk about Everton as up against Arsenal on Friday as well. So a lot has to be said. Probably I'll meet you, and then we shall discuss more of that. Love you as always.